What did I do? There we go.
Hey, Ron.
Hey, Gary. Hey, Joe. How are you guys?
Okay.
Doing fine, Ron.
Hi, Fran.
Good.
Hi, Mara.
Morning.
How's your husband?
Not so great.
I'm sorry.
Surgery went fine, but it was the after stuff. We were in and out of hospitals / ERs all week.
Oh, gosh. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But I do know where to go to an emergency room on the holidays now.
And where would that be?
St. Luke's de Pere.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yes.
Can I ask what happened, Mara?
He had surgery to remove his gallbladder on Tuesday. And that went fine. It was just something after. It's not going well. So they put him in the hospital on, surgery was Tuesday, put him in the hospital on Wednesday, or Tuesday night into Wednesday, and then back to the emergency room on Thursday on Thanksgiving, and then out again, and then doctor's office 2 times yesterday, and potentially back to the doctor's office next week.
Oh,
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. He's holding up. I'm tired.
I was going to say that maybe sometimes it seems like men are a little bit more wimps when it comes to doctors. So I don't think that's the case here.
No, I think it just, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, he's not a happy camper right now.
No, sorry. Yeah.
But thanks for rescheduling. There's no way I could have actually gotten on Tuesday. I was at the surgery center from 7:30 in the morning until 8 o'clock that night.
It's rough.
Man, that's a long day.
It was a very long day.
It was an outpatient surgery?
Yeah, it was supposed to be.
Supposed to be, yeah. Oh. So when I see Tim is there. He's Tim.
I am here.
You are here, all right.
We got 4. Oh,
There we
wait,
go.
we got
Bill.
5.
All right, we have a quorum. Go ahead and start. Approval of the minutes. October minutes.
I'll move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay. Visitors?
No visitors, but hold on, I'm moving Mickey over. No visitors.
Okay. Morning, Mickey.
Good morning.
Okay, let's go to holiday updates.
So I think I'm going to start with, and I know Tim had asked about this. Did everyone get to see the video that's going, the TV ad that's on KMOV?
Yeah.
I have not.
Okay, so hold on. I'm going to share my screen and show it to you guys. And I figured out how to do it at one of the other meetings. So hold on. So hold on.
Shop local this holiday season. You're giving. When you shop local this holiday season, you're giving more than just a gift. You're giving hope to small business owners and the community they support. Experience the spirit of the holidays and give hope this holiday season. Shop, dine, celebrate local in Webster Groves. Learn more at explorewebstergroves.com.
So that one is the ad that's currently playing on KMOV, and then it's on the Facebook page So it's a little further down. I might ask her to go ahead and I think we can pin to the top of the page, which actually I'm going to do that right now. Pin to the top of the page. And then we also have another BDC holiday promotion. It's more just a promotion in general. But we are also doing, which we did last year, the $50 gift certificates with $50 for a friend, and we're actually giving them away twice. So the first one will be announced this week. And it basically is people sort of are supposed to comment and tag a friend, but comment about what they are, businesses that they're supporting and things like that. And we're going to do it twice. So we've got $200 that we'll give away for that gift, for that particular one. And then they're going to be doing a second one, which is related to posting pictures or tagging pictures with the WG holiday tag for the different things that the Parks Department has set up, as well as just in general pictures in any of our business districts. But you'll probably have seen around, there's a series of things that the Parks Department has done both in Gazebo Park, in Crossroads, and in your district with the cutouts, where you can take pictures with as carolers and with the Grinch and at the Santa mailbox. And there's also in Crossroads the penguins, and then there's also some of the little polar bears. So they're going to be doing a series of those, and we're going to do an additional set of $200 in gift certificate winners for those two. So please share or boost those. I know she posted the first tag a friend one on Small Business Saturday, and then that one will run through this week, and then she should be starting the next one for the following week.
All right.
And then I know BDC's meeting this week.
Yes.
Tim, can you think of anything else? Oh, the videos. Webster University is, we've been working with their students, and the BDC had coordinated with one of the marketing classes, and they are also doing some videos that the students are putting together. So the students have been filming, and they grouped them into some themes. And I apologize, I should have grabbed my thing that shows the different businesses that they're doing. But they are doing also additional videos that when they get final approval can also be shared on social media and other places. So we'll actually have a series of videos going out. Those are usually the more, they get the most traction is videos and outside advertising articles when it comes to promoting things.
Yeah, we should get those. Weren't they supposed to be done by Thanksgiving?
I know we're going to get the update from Jennifer on Thursday, so I don't know. I apologize. Joanne's been working with Jennifer on that.
Yep.
So I think that's it for BDC holiday stuff. Oh, sorry, one more. We are working with KEZK. They are doing something special for the month of December. They are doing a Santa parade, I guess is the best way to call it. Each week of December, they are going to be having just sort of a parade with a Santa. And the first week they're going through the children's hospitals. And then week 2, they're going to do a Webster Kirkwood run. Week 3, they're going out to, I think, St. Charles. And then week 4, I think they're back at a series of hospitals, I think is correct. They're not going to make a big deal out of it because they don't want people gathering for it. But basically, they are going to start at the edge of our city at Laclede Station. They're going to drive through Old Orchard, make their way through Old Webster, And then they're going to meet up. They're going to go past Mary Queen of Peace and then meet up with the police department in Kirkwood and then make their way through Kirkwood. It will be a week from Wednesday. It's on a Wednesday afternoon. And if I remember correctly, I'm still working with them. It was kind of they reached out and asked if it was okay for them to just drive on through. We will give them a police escort to make sure they can get through stop signs and stoplights. But they'll be driving through, it's maybe like 4 cars with one of them having a Santa on it. It's at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So it'll be from like 3 to 4. So you can walk out of your businesses and wave and say hi as they kind of make their way through town. And they will be doing additional thank yous and promotions on the radio to thank us for helping with the police to get them through the city, and just for in general working with them to provide this sort of like the Blues Parade when they were taking the Stanley Cup in, you know, random areas would go through town, and they're going to do that. So next week, next Wednesday, which I think is the 9th. Almost forgot about that. They called me like right before I was out for the week. I think that's it for business holiday promotions, or BDC.
District holiday window walk.
That has been stripped down almost completely. I mean, we're encouraging businesses to dress up their windows and do different things like that, but we're no longer advertising it as a walk, just because we were going to have people vote and do different things, and it just kind of all happened too quickly with the holidays and everything else. So we're just labeling it a view. The advertising that we're going to do in the paper, we toned that down as well too, but still want to support the Times. So we still have an ad going in there, but it's really not what we originally were thinking we were going to do. But you know, we added these other events in lieu of the open house and all that. So not much really to report on that.
District second floor candles.
So I have the box of candles and I have the box of batteries. My week, mainly being gone all last week, my week is pretty insane. I would probably, which last year I know I'd asked for help, and then I ended up sitting there and putting all the batteries in because it didn't take all that long. But I with some of my staffing and some other stuff, I would need help putting the batteries in. I do need to go back and find where I'd created a series of like maps and that figured out how many went to each business. And I've got to figure out where I put that. I have the candles, I have the batteries, not sure I have the maps. So I need to figure that out, because we knew exactly how many candles to give to each business. And then we had a little map to give to volunteers to take them to the businesses. So I will try to find that today. And then depending on who we have to be able to get them to the various buildings, I could use some volunteers. And last year I set them up with a whole bunch of small boxes, and I don't have the small boxes anymore. So I'll have to figure out how best to, that someone can take them out of here. I just have one big box that all the candles are in. So probably we could put them in bags. I don't think they're going to get damaged if we put them in plastic bags, and I do have a bunch of those. So I can try to figure that piece out. I've got a city council tonight. I've got plan commission packets that have to go out tomorrow, as well as HPC packets. So I'm hoping as quickly as I can to try to find those maps so that I can give them to people to move along. And one of the things I could do is just throw a bag of batteries together and hand people a bag with the candles and a bag with the batteries, and they could put them in themselves, which might be a good option.
How many quantity do we have? Because I don't know if we got all of them back.
We did not get back from Dan Warner's building.
Uh,
His are
Anyone-
already up.
His are
Dan's
already
building is, yeah.
Okay. We did not get them back from the Reliable Life building. Other than that, I think we got everyone's back, and we had ordered more because at the very end of the season, you all had said, hey, if we have the money, let's grab them. So I had ordered more. Those have already, I don't know if I have enough batteries for all of those yet. I might have to order more batteries. But we did order a bunch more. And when they came in, I prepped them all and made sure that they all, you know, we had a couple problems with a few of them not working and we had to send a couple back. So I did prep them all and so they should all be in the box. I don't know exactly how many I have right now.
Okay, I did Dan Warner's building. And I thought at the time we said we could tell him to keep them.
Yeah, and I think that worked out well. I mean,
Right.
there are certain building owners that are going to stay on top of it and put it
Right.
back out.
Right.
There are others that, you know, could be hit or miss, especially when it's multiple tenants in a building and you have to have all the various tenants be working with you on the lights.
I would
But we,
say the suggestion would be that this year we take them, put them out again, and then with the instructions that say, please store these for next year. It sounds like they're very reasonable.
Mhm.
Seems a little labor intensive to keep bringing them back, and then, you know, and we should trust that our property owners know how to put them back out. If they don't, then we can fill in each year with, you know, let's say 30, 40, 50, or however many we need. But especially with Dan, we should probably give him a couple extras just in case, because he probably doesn't, some of them may have stopped working.
I would agree with that, maybe, Bill. You just have to just put on there, remove the batteries, you know, and hey, put the batteries in a baggie next to. the
Yeah.
light so they don't
Or
blow
just
up.
replace the batteries from year to year, throw out the battery and then start over, because a year from now, the batteries possibly, whatever the instructions are.
Right,
But
right.
I think if you take it to Reliable Life, all the buildings you want us to, and I'm happy to help you with that. And I think the person that comes to pick it up can bring a box.
okay,
So
I'm
I
available
get an
tomorrow,
Amazon
Mara, if
box.
it helps.
We get Amazon boxes probably once, twice, 3 times a week.
okay,
But if you just give me a, like Friday or something, hey, come pick them up. Here's your buildings. I'm happy to take them out to them.
okay.
With the instructions were really well done last year. So that was the key.
Yeah, I know I saved the instructions. They're somewhere. Hopefully I saved the scans of the maps with the instructions. We'll see how organized I was last year. Haven't looked for it yet, but I will go look for it.
Okay.
And I'm available tomorrow, Mara, if that helps out at all.
Okay,
Can we
Hey,
still send an email out to the business district? I mean, that might be something we could send the email explaining it as well.
yeah, the hard part was, it confuses people if we send it out in general to the whole district, because some of them think that they're going to get it on the first floor. And I don't have a way to separate out emails of who's on the second floor versus who's on the first floor, or who's a building owner versus who's just a business. So that's a little difficult. That's why it was a little bit harder. We just kind of mapped it out based on building and then tried to talk with a responsible person at each building. But I think, again, you know, we've got Maury. I mean, we really have a limited number of building owners we're dealing with, which is good. We've got Dan, we've got Maury, we've got, it worked out pretty well. I had one point of contact for Reliable Life. We've got a few others, but yeah, I think we should be pretty good.
Good.
So Ron, if I can get anything pulled together by tomorrow, I will let you know. And then I will send an email out once I have stuff ready and see who else might be able to do some deliveries. But Thursday or Friday is looking better, but there is a chance I could have some stuff ready for tomorrow.
okay, sounds good. Do you have my cell number by any chance?
Yes, I should.
Yeah, if you can just text it to me. Text me when you're ready and I can come.
Okay,
I'm pretty wide open tomorrow.
okay. I've got home and I've got office.
3, you have a pen?
Yep,
314-813-4777.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay, rooftop lights.
Was there anything else about district decorations? Any?
No, but you could tell the Parks Department, we really appreciate them getting out everything early this year.
Good.
Very, very nice. It looks really good. Everything does.
Yeah.
So
They did a great job.
they even repositioned the bows. I guess somebody probably had a complaint about the bows or something. And I was like, oh my gosh, really? They're moving the bows over that little bit?
Well, to make you laugh, it was actually the Parks Department that complained about the bows because the Public Works Department put out the bows. The Parks Department was not happy with the positions of some of the bows. It was fun.
Public Works may tell them to do it themselves next year.
Problem is the bucket truck belongs to Public Works.
Right. Well,
Kind of a problem, but that's okay. All right, we can jump over to rooftop lights. So I've been working with Stribe. They're similar to lots of us where they're trying really hard to get stuff done, but whenever someone tests positive, certain people have to quarantine and they've got different jobs they're supposed to do. So even though I sent it to them like a month ago saying, here's the buildings I have ready to go. And there's quite a few in Old Orchard because they're trying to kind of catch up with you guys and get a bunch of their buildings done. They told me they were going to try to have someone out this week, but I still haven't been given a schedule. And he apologized. He's like, I keep, as soon as I get someone lined up, someone has to quarantine and we've got other electric jobs we're trying to do. So I'm waiting to hear. I did talk with Regents Bank. They have not given me an okay yet, but they were interested. So I was going to check back in with them once I had a schedule of timing to see if it was going to work, but I was waiting to hear on that. And then I need to talk again with Lynn over at Rolling Ridge because they were interested. And so those would be the two buildings if we are able to get it done, because timing wise, now that it's getting cold, it's going to cause problems. Timing wise, those were the next two that were going to be done in your district. And then I've got, I think, 5 buildings in Old Orchard that are trying to get done for this season.
So we're just trying to find them to come out to give an estimate of cost.
Oh, no. We already have that. They're supposed to be scheduled to actually install. This was supposed to be install week.
Yeah, even though Regions hasn't given us the go ahead.
Yeah, even though Regents hasn't given us the go ahead, I had already, they can start, like if we started for the week they're doing the Novel Neighbor building, they're doing a couple other on Big Bend, they're doing the vet, they're doing Big Sky and Gorilla Street Food. So I have that whole grouping that they were supposed to be starting. So they can, even if they gave me a schedule, they can start with the others that I already have permission on. And then they could make their way back over to Old Webster. Even if I don't have permission yet, I already have like a flat rate from them.
Right.
So at one point I'd gotten with them and we sort of made an agreement that depending on the length of the frontage of the building, I have a set number based on length of feet. And that set number includes that, I've already bought the wiring and the bulbs and the other things. And then the only thing they have to add in now is they have a different kind of washer that they think will help us with the issue that you guys have been having with your building where water's been getting in. They found another washer, and so they need to order a bunch of those, and I need to add that into splitting out up in the budget between Old Webster and Old Orchard.
May I suggest that you send an email to Regions and to Lynn and just say that the lights are tentatively going up on this date, and they're either going to tell you no or they're going to just say,
well, Lynn wants it up.
right. I would assume.
I just don't have a date. I don't have a tentative date. It was this week, but he still hasn't given me a I don't want to say to someone it's going up this week and it's not going up. I need Stripe to give me a date.
Right.
With Regions, I've been talking directly with someone, so I'm just going to call him back again and chat with him. It's been working better than email. So again, I really want a date. I don't like calling and saying, well, it might go up. And then I find out from Stripe that, you know, either
Right.
the weather's not cooperating because there's a temperature where the epoxy doesn't work any longer. And when it gets too cold, we've missed our window.
Sure.
Yeah. And I hate to say that, but you know, I can't say anything to them. They're dealing with the same protocols that lots of us are, that when someone gets exposed, certain people have to quarantine and they lose staffing. But
It'll look nice on the rolling ridge. I think that'll be a nice look.
Mhm. But yeah, she definitely wants them. I just need to coordinate with her if the timing works and the
Sure.
weather still cooperates. If for some reason it doesn't, and we don't get it up before this holiday season, we'll do spring. We've kind of done that before, and then that way it's up in the spring and ready for the new year. You know, everything is fluid these days when it comes to scheduling things.
Ours have looked good for a while now. So,
Yeah, they're on.
yeah.
Good.
Okay, old business.
Well, I was going to talk about the banners from the Winter Walk. The one banner that was at Lockwood and Rock Hill did get destroyed in the wind. So we've got just one banner left for the Winter Walk.
How did it get destroyed?
The wind just blew the hell out of it.
Okay.
I have it sitting on my other desk here, and it's just the one end is totally shredded.
Huh.
And
Okay.
that's happened before, not often, but we had some really strong winds that Sunday. 40, 50 mile an hour, and it just tore it up.
Any other old business? Okay, new business. No new business. Okay, Mara, you're up again. City update.
All right, city update. Trying to think of all the different ones that we're working with. I don't really have very many updates when it comes to new businesses. I think the last time I talked with all of you, they're pretty much the same. I am still working with the urgent care at Big Bend and Laclede Station Road. They did go to a pre-meeting at ARB to look at the design, and then they went to Board of Adjustment for 2 variances, but they were only given 1 of the 2 variances. So I'm still waiting to hear what they're planning to do, whether they're going to redesign on the site to try to meet the codes with just the 1 variance.
Where would that be, Mara? Where would that be?
It's the used car lot at Laclede Station and Big Bend. So for those that haven't driven by, I actually drove by last night and my kid looked and went, "Oh wow, that's the new car dealership." They've made some pretty significant progress on their new dealership on Watson Road. They took over the old
Johnny Max and
yes. Smagalas. So Smagalas is completely gone, and then they've added on to the Johnny Max building, and they've put this whole new entry where the cars I think are going to be displayed. So they're selling their 3 different properties: the used car lot at Laclede Station and Big Bend, which is currently proposed with a contract on the property for a total access urgent care. There's property across the street from their main building. I'm currently working with a pretty cool tenant that as soon as it can be announced who they are, I think it's going to be pretty fun. And I'm working with them. And then we've got, I haven't had any calls about the main property that they're located in, but I will continue to work with people on that location as a possibility. In that same district, Dharma and Dwell has opened up next to Union Studio. I'm also working with the CBD place has closed, and there's a pop-up jewelry business that's going to try to open either by the end of this week or the beginning of next week. We're working on their inspections right now in order to go into that space. And then the annex is completely open next to Frisco Barroom. So all that's kind of up and running in Old Orchard. I did get a phone call about Le Macaron, that he's gotten his funding and does plan to continue to move forward in your district. And I'm not working with anyone else, I think, right now in your district. In Crossroads, we're still working with Union Loafers to open Union Bagels. And then I think that's it for new businesses. In terms of code amendments, we are currently working on some residential code amendments before the Plan Commission. Those packets are going out tomorrow for the continued hearing. It's trying to reduce down some of the really large size homes that can go currently on undersized lots that are lower than the zoning minimum requirements. And we're looking at just overall massing of buildings within the zoning district. We're also looking at the potential of adding 2-family structures, that you could do 2-family structures in more widely through the city. Right now, the code only allows it in very specific blocks, which essentially leads you to maybe allowing it in 2 or 3 blocks in the entire city. So we're looking at that to possibly create more of a diversity of housing types and sizes within the community, and provide some more affordable type houses within the community. So we're looking at that in our A4 zoning district in lots that are at least minimum size requirements. So we're working on that. The city council tonight is going to have the final reading on amendments to the parking code that we were working on, that are updating parking requirements, as well as the ability to do some reductions, as well as bike parking within the city. And that would be for both commercial and residential districts. We are also working on a couple other code amendments on a couple other things, but I'm still trying to figure out which one's going to come first, because we were pretty busy with a few other things that were going on. For those that did not see in the paper, we have a new city manager who will be starting on January 11th. She will be coming in, and I think staff are really excited. As well as I know council are excited. She was originally from Missouri, has been working out in Arizona. And so she will be moving back. And for those that don't know, there is a requirement that the city manager lives within the city of Webster Groves. So she will be moving in quite soon.
Very good. I had one quick question. I was driving down Lockwood and I looked over at the Reliable Life building parking lot, and I was surprised how many cars are in there. So, you usually see no cars. Yesterday, there were a ton of cars in there. Is it they have that big of an employer, or what was, it was full.
I don't know.
It was full on both sides.
I'm not completely sure.
Parking lot. I just not used to seeing that many cars, and so I was like, wow, they must have an employer, or maybe there was an event at the high school, or at the Bristol, or I just didn't know.
I don't know.
Look at it, but
yeah,
we'll wondering if that's the way it is. If there's an employer that's bringing in that many cars, I was like, it's going to be a problem for parking.
No, not that I know of, unless they've, I'll get in touch with the building manager, try to figure out what might have been going on, but I don't know.
Yeah, if I keep seeing it, I'll keep an eye on it, but it's the first time I've ever seen that. Usually you're driving in, it's semi ghost town with cars, which has been great for parking, but that was really unusual. Also, is the city planning on doing any fireworks or anything for like, or, distant fireworks for New Year's, or that's just totally or March, or do something in a totally different time frame?
I will have to check and see. I know they were having conversations about what they were going to do for 4th of July, only because of the accident that happened last year. So I don't know if I heard, I'm sure I was on the Zoom meeting when they were discussing fireworks, but my understanding is I do not believe they're doing anything.
Okay.
No fireworks on New Year's.
Okay.
Thanks, David.
Mara, have you heard anything about the Forenza building or location?
No, at one point I thought he was selling the franchise to someone else, but I hadn't heard anything since.
By the way, the Parks and Rec, they've been doing a great job clearing off the sidewalk. I mean, I don't see a whole lot of leaves anymore.
Oh, good. Thanks. Joe, you kind of cut out for a second. Everybody's looking frozen on my screen. Did you have something else you were saying?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Okay, does anyone else have anything? All right.
I know I have not sent out the schedule for the new year. I will send that out maybe in the next week or two. I've been trying to work on it. I like to send it out ahead of time so you guys can put it all on your calendars for the entire year. But I will try to send that out soon.
Okay. Okay, meeting's adjourned. Everybody have a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Happy New Year.
Same to you.
See you in
Merry
January.
Christmas.
All right,
Okay.
take care.
See you. Bye.
Bye.